You're watching KATU News on Digital.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome into today's Digicast. I'm Noelle Forde. It is Tuesday, May 14th, and we're going to start with a crime alert. A family is crediting their dog for saving the day during a home invasion. This is a crazy story. So this happened over in Clark County. Doug and Teresa Wyckoff, they actually have two dogs. They were able to laugh about that situation when they talked to KATU about it, but they say it was still terrifying. Early Saturday morning, they said the back door was open only because their puppy needed to get outside, and that's how the robber got in.
It was open maybe 15 minutes, and somebody just walked in the back slider through my backyard, opened a gate. He got behind the wall and he pointed his gun at me and said, "I will shoot you," and then just kept walking. And that was my morning at 5:37.
Yeah, just an extremely scary situation. Doug Wyckoff said the robber moved through the house quietly, other than threatening to shoot if Doug did anything. The robber did manage to grab Teresa's purse with her car keys inside. That is when their dog Ginger came to the rescue and then scared him off. Thankfully, neither of those dogs were injured, but the robber, they did get away with the car. That is a brand new Honda CR-V. The car was found later that day about 45 minutes away in Longview. That robber still on the run. We will keep following that investigation here at KATU, but thankfully nobody was hurt or no dogs were hurt. Let's get to some new information. A new report shows that 322 people died from a fentanyl-related overdose in Multnomah County last year. And of course, you know, the fentanyl crisis is something that we have covered for so long here at KATU, something that really does affect us here in Multnomah County and Portland. So the report shows that between 2018 and 2022, another 546 deaths were attributed to fentanyl-related overdoses. That puts the 5-year total at 868 deaths. The data shows a significantly higher number of those overdoses happened in the city center. So in 2023, 25% of those who died were likely homeless. That is up from 20% in 2022. So right now, it started at 10:30, might still be going on right now, but the Multnomah County Health Department Director, they're going to discuss the report, taking some questions. Emily Gersh is listening to that right now, so you can hear what they said on KATU tonight. Just a little preview of what we'll be covering later. And the next story I wanted to talk about right now, it is wildfire season, of course. And while there haven't been any major fires here in the Pacific Northwest, Oregon Department of Forestry, of course, you know, they're getting ready for any potential fires that we might see. They're working with the Oregon Board of Forestry to protect the state's forests. So I want to pull up some of their priorities up on the screen so you can take a look at them. But top five priorities that they have. So it includes wildfire management, building resilient forests and communities, climate leadership, and organizational excellence, which means building trust in ODF to work with lawmakers and coordinate with partners to fight wildfires. And then, yeah, you can see them right there on your screen. We also did talk to a member of that organization, so this is what they said.
The things that would matter the most to Oregonians are around the priority areas and the associated goals. So those will be the 5 areas where we'll be focusing our attention.
ODF says its plan also includes funding wildfire resources, expanding the use of prescribed burns, and teaching more people about wildfire safety and prevention. And I know wildfires are top of mind right now, especially with the ones going on in Canada and then all that smoke coming into the U.S. So thankfully not seeing that issue here in the Pacific Northwest. Something I also want to talk about this morning, we have an update to the protests at Portland State University, and we have some information on the damage to its library, estimated to be in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Pro-Palestinian protesters damaged the library when they took it over for 3 days before police cleared them out earlier this month. So the university says the rough initial estimate for repairs is $750,000, but that doesn't even include costs to replace or repair damaged technology or furniture. PSU says it's working to claim some of the damage through its insurance. KATU, we're going to be getting a tour of the library tomorrow at 11. We'll bring you some more information tomorrow, you know, getting an inside look at what exactly that damage is inside the library. But also any PSU students, if you're affected by the library closures, we do want to hear from you, so just reach out. My next story I want to talk about this morning, and if you filed your taxes with TurboTax, you're going to want to listen up. You could be owed more money. So TurboTax, they are run by a company called Intuit. They have the software. They say the software issue may have resulted in overpayment to the state. So yeah, you may have paid the state too much money. And if you want to get that money back, you need to file an amended return. That can increase your refund or reduce how much you owe, just depending on how your taxes worked out. 12,000 Oregon taxpayers could be affected. So 12,000 people out there are owed more money. If you have money, you want to get it for sure. So definitely go over to KATU.com and get some more information. TurboTax would have notified all affected taxpayers. So check your inbox and just make sure you are not one of those taxpayers. Something else this morning, the Oregon Lottery, they're warning people to watch out for phishing attempts. This is related to that huge jackpot, the $1 billion jackpot won in Portland last month. So apparently there is a text going around that says the Powerball winner is trying to give away some of their money. The Oregon Lottery says this is not true. This will never happen. The lottery will never reach out to you by phone. And then also the text asks people to call a phone number to claim the winnings. If you got one of those messages, please report it over to the FBI's website. Seems pretty serious. All right, next story. This is exciting for Oregon basketball fans out there. This was something that this was just announced. I saw it on their Twitter account. So I want to pull up the graphic because that'll kind of give you all the information you need to know. Yeah, there you go. So the Ducks, they're going to be playing in Maui. This is November 24th to November 26th. I did check, and that is the weekend before Thanksgiving. So, you know, if you're interested, it could be a nice little vacation before Thanksgiving. But really exciting to learn about the beginning of the basketball season. I personally am a huge basketball fan, so I'm excited to see that. All right, well, everybody, I told you a little bit about what we're working on today, but Emily Gersh, she's getting that update on the Multnomah County report. So you can look forward to that at 4, 5, and 6 tonight. Have a great day, everyone.
This has been a KATU News Digicast. KATU News is on your side.